Chapter 2, Lesson 3, write two-step equations. Translate each sentence into an equation. Okay, 4 less than 5 times the number. You have 5 times the number. Let's say 5n, represent a number. 5 times the number. This is 4 less than, so minus 4 is equal to 11. Translate it into equation, alright. 15 more than half a number is 9. Alright, you have 1 over 2, which is half a number, plus 15, which is more than, is equal to 9. And you have 6 less than 7 times the number. You have 7 times the number, 6 less than, so minus 6 is equal to minus 20. 8 more than 4 times the number, so you have 4 times the number, which is n, 4n, and then 8 more than, which is plus 8, is equal to negative 12. Let's continue furthermore. To number, you got number 5. 22 less than 3 times the number is negative 70. Or you have 22 less than 3. Okay, you have 3 times the number minus 22 is equal to negative 7. The product of a number and 4 increased by 16. Okay, the product between 4 times n, the product of a number and 4 increase by 16 is negative 2. 12 less than 1/5 of a number. You have 1/5 of a number. 12 less than minus 12 is equal to negative 7. 6 more than 9 times the number. 6 more than 9 times the number. Okay, you have 9 times the number. 6 more than plus 6 is equal to is 456. Number 9. Now for number 9, is define the variable, then write and solve an equation, and write an equation to solve each problem. The cost music plan is $9.99 per year plus 0.25 per song you download. If you paid, find the number of songs you downloaded. Okay, for 1 year. Right. So let's represent. Let's say the number of songs. Let's say n is the number of songs. N, number of songs. Number of songs downloaded. Actually, number of songs that you download. Now that's for define the variable, and then write equation. So for the plan, you got 99 or 9.99. That's for the plan. Plus every song that you download. One song will cost 0.25 for each song, which is n. So we don't know how many songs with n you downloaded, but one song costs 25 cents. So $0.25 times n, and you plus this together will give you the total amount that you have paid during the year, which is the $113.74. So once you have write this equation down, you've solved the equation. Now to solve this equation, where I have told you already before, let me roughly tell you what to do. First of all, you get 113.74. You minus 99. Let me do this part for you. So you have 113.74. You minus 9.99. Once you have minus, you will have certain answer. After you get your answer from the minus, you divide 0.25. Then you divide 0.25. that will give you a 415 songs which you download within a year. Number 10. Amy has saved $725 for her new guitar and lesson. Her guitar cost $475 and the guitar lessons are $25 per hour. Determine how many hours of lesson she can afford. Alright, so let's represent how many hours. Let's represent H is the number of hours of lesson that she can afford to take, and then after you define the variable, you will write the equation. So $25 for every hour of lesson, and then you plus with the cost of the guitar, 475, will give you the total amount of money that she had saved, which is $725. So this is the total money that she has saved, and she spent on guitar, she spent on the lesson. Once you have that, to solve this equation, all you need to do is just use 725, you minus 475. So 725 minus 475. When you get your answer from that minus, you divide by 25. That gives you 10 hours. So H is equal to 10 hours. Number 11. It costs $13 for admission to an amusement park, plus $1.5 for each ride. If you have a total of $35.5 to spend, what is the greatest number of rides you can go on? Right. So the cost for admission is $13, and every ride that you take, if you just one, well, let's define variable first. Let's say R is the number of rides. Let's say R, number of rides that you're riding. Number of, also should be up here. Number of rides that you can ride on in the amusement park. So 1.50 or 1.5 of R, each ride that you take will cost $1.5, and then you have a the total amount of money you need to spend is $35.50. Now when you have that, let's find the value of the number of rides you can take, the greatest one. So all you need to do, you use 35.5 of 150, you minus 13, and then you divide it by 1.5. That will give you 15 rides. So 15 rides. Number 12, Trey went to a battling cages to practice hitting. He rented a helmet for $4. He paid for 0.75 for each group of pitch. Each group of 20 pitches. Okay, so we have a group. One group you have 20 pitches. So it's how many group of pitches did he pay for? All right, that represent, this is pitch. That represent G. There's a G. We're finding the group. How many groups? So G, number of groups of pitches. That's for the variable. And then let's write the equation. So he spent $4 for the helmet plus $0.75 for every pitch that he can rent in this case. So let's say G. Then he paid everything, which is cost $7. Now once you have that, let's solve for the number of group of pitches. So to do that, all you need to do is just use 7, you minus 4. So So 7 minus 4, you have 3. After you get 3, you divide 0.75. That will give you G as 4 groups. Now number 13. For number 13, Elsie want to take snowball. Okay, she has spent $525, $550 for the lesson. She has a semi-private and private, that's the lesson, and a junior season pass. So obviously she take this class, and she might take all of this class. We don't know how many classes we take. Let's read the question first. So how many more semi-private lesson than the private lesson? Okay, we want to compare these two lessons together. If she take the lesson, either one of them, and we compare how many lessons can she take, how many more. So if you take this lesson and if she take this lesson, you compare the number of lessons that she can afford to take within the amount of money that she has spent. Now first of all you need to do, she tells very plainly that she will take junior season pass. So $500 when you minus this class, so you have $550 minus 315, that will give you $235. So after you do the minus from this class, all we have left is only $235 for these two classes. So now let's compare. If she want to spend all of this for this class, how many classes can she afford? So to do that, $235 you divide by $45. So she can afford 5 lessons on this. Isn't 5 lessons? 5 lessons. So if she want to take private lessons, so you have $235, you divide with 60, then she can afford 3 lessons. So she can afford only 3 lessons on this. So when you compare them, question how many semi-private lesson more than the private lesson. So 5 minus 3, then you get 2 lessons more. 2 more lessons, or 2 more lessons. Okay, so yep. Then 2. Now number 14. For number 14, when diving, a peregrine falcon can reach speed up to 175 miles per hour. Write and solve equation to find each of the following. Okay, let me read this one first. Write and solve the equation. The top speed of a peregrine is okay. So you have this is the top speed of a peregrine falcon. You have 175 is, you have 20 less than 3 times the top speed. Okay, so you have 3 times the top speed of a cheetah. Let me represent c at the speed of cheetah. So 3 times c and less 20 less than, so minus 20. Now once you have that, you solve for c. So when you solve for t, all you need to do is, in a previous lesson, let me roughly do this number for you. You just use 175. When you transpose the number 20 to the other side, it will become plus 20. When you get that, you divide by 3. That will give you, this is 65. This is miles per hour, so it will be 65 miles per hour. Now for question B, a sailfish can swim up to 1 miles per hour, less than 1/5 the top speed of the peregrine falcon. Find the top speed of the sailfish can swim. Sailfish. Okay, let me represent S as the speed of the sailfish, and it said that 1 mile less than 1/5 of the top speed. Okay, 1/5 the top speed. All right, then you have 1/5 of the top speed of the peregrine falcon, so 175, and then you minus 1. Okay, that's the equation. So once you have that, all you need to do is you use 175, you multiply by 1, you divide by 5, and then you minus 1. Let me repeat. 175 multiply 1 divides 5, and then after that you minus 1. They will give you a 34 miles per hour. Section C. For section C, the peregrine falcon can reach up to 13 miles per hour more than, okay, you have 13 more than 6 times the speed of the fastest human being. Let's say let's say F. Okay, let's say F is the top speed of the fastest human being. So 6 times, so you have 6 times the fastest speed of human being, and then you plus with 13, because this is a 13 more than, so you plus, then is equal to the top speed of the peregrine falcon, which is 175. So once you write this equation down, let's solve for the speed of the fastest human being. So you have 175, or you need to do 175, you minus 13. After you minus 13, and then you divide 6, you will have 27 miles per hour. Now let's go to our last exercise in this section. This section 2-3. Let's look at that number. The age of 3 siblings combined is 27. The oldest is twice the age of the youngest. The middle child is 6 years older than the youngest. Alright, now let's try. First of all, we have to identify, or we call it then we call represent the equation of the write and solve an equation to find the age of each sibling. Okay, so now all you need to do, let me represent n is equal to the age. N is the age of the youngest. Let's say n age of the youngest. age of the youngest. Okay, and the age of the youngest, and then I said twice the oldest is twice the age of the youngest. So the oldest one gonna be 2n. So n is the youngest age, so 2n will be the oldest age. And then after that, the middle child 3 years older. So 3 years older than youngest. So you have n plus 3 older, 3 older is represent the middle age, the middle child's age. Now after you represent all of this one together, looking at the first given here, the ages of 3 siblings, okay, the youngest, the eldest, and the middle child, their age plus together make 27. So you have n is the age of the youngest, plus n plus 3, this is the age of the middle child, and plus again with the 2n, which is the age of the eldest, and altogether will give us the 27. Now after that you solve for n. Let's solve together. So n plus n, you got 2n. 2n plus 2n, you got 4n. So you have 4n, 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 and then plus 3 is equal to 27. So to solve for n, 27 minus 3 divide 4. So 27, you minus 3, you 24. When you divide this by 4, that will give you 6. So the youngest one is 6 years old. That's for the youngest one. And the eldest one, no, the middle child will be 9 because 6 for n. So 6 plus 3 is 9. So the middle child is 9 years old. And then the eldest child is so the youngest 6 years old, the middle child 9 years old, and the eldest child, which is 6 times 2, because this is 6, so 6 times 2 will be a 12 years old. Okay, that's it for our lesson 2-3. See you in the next lesson, 2-4.